All right, y'all. Say hey ho, hey ho. Listen, I'm so glad that you are here with me tonight. For those of you all who don't know who I am Rosalind Hall. And what I do is I help women to stop stopping, to reach your goals, because we are such pros at stopping everything. We'll get halfway there, or we'll get almost there, or we'll be working on something for a very long time. And guess what? We just drop the ball and we just kind of go AWOL on our assignment and never go back again until much later and start working on it again. And that's that stopping part that we have to stop. And I know it sounds funny, but we gotta stop stopping. So today, y'all, I want to talk to you about something that is also important that I was thinking about, because this is something that all of us have been doing. We do it in almost every area in our life, if you think about it. Now, guess what it is? Protect your progress. It doesn't matter what the progress is going towards. It could be a savings account. Sorry. It could be you building, it could be a garden, it could be you um buying a new pair of shoes, it could be you refurnishing your house. Protect your progress. It could be losing weight, right? Protect your progress. Why? Because we talk too much. We always want to tell everybody what it is that we're doing. And I just wanted to share this with y'all. Keep your mouth shut. Stop telling everybody your business. Stop announcing every single move. Stop pointing out your weight. Stop giving people opinions. We need to stop that. Look, getting on the treadmill without making an announcement. Who, if you got people in your house, you don't have to go tell them, hey, y'all, I'm getting ready to get on the treadmill. Number one, they're going to hear it. Number two, if you're missing too long, they're going to come looking for you. They'll find you eventually, right? Yeah. So getting on the treadmill without making an announcement, you got to stop that and stop seeking approval and stop leaking your goals. Everybody does not need access to your journey. And I want to talk to y'all about that tonight, because you got to protect that progress. This is not for your not for your perfection, because all of that's going on, the stopping part, it's all surrounded about somebody else, because we'll stop what we're doing and we'll go run and do something for somebody else. Okay? So tonight we're going to talk about it. Stop. We're going to talk about protecting your progress, not your perfection, not your results, but your progress. Do you understand? That is one of the biggest mistakes that people are making right now. And we've been doing it for years. They're trying to improve their health, or their weight, get stronger, building confidence, or change your lifestyle. And then they go tell everybody. They make a huge announcement about everything. They tell people what they're about to do before they've even done it. Now, let me stop right here. You're telling people what you're about to do, and guess what? More than likely, you ain't gonna do nothing, because as soon as you open your mouth, they're gonna talk you out of it. Somebody or you gonna make you feel less than, and then it's just gonna be a whole mess. So you keep your mouth shut. But when you do that, you tell people what you're gonna do before you do it, and then you wonder why they keep getting pulled, why people keep getting pulled off track. That's what you're doing. You're setting yourself up for another failure. So I'm just telling you, just from my personal experiences, I've had the people to tell me, Rosalind, I love you. I care about you. And that's why I'm telling you. And then they proceed with, they tell me that I'm overweight, or they'll point out my size. and then proceed to tell me, something about myself like I don't already know. I mean, wait a minute. Let me help you with something. I look in the mirror every single day. Okay. I put on my pants every single day, and I know what size they are. I put on my shirt every single day, and I know what size that is. I know where I am, and I don't need any reminders. And here's the thing about that. I don't even get I don't get all in an uproar about it. I don't I don't feel any kind of way about it. My confidence about that is, it's like, go somewhere and sit down. Go find something else to talk about. But for most of us, if you're not there yet and you're trying to reach a goal, but you're making an announcement, it can sway you, it can frustrate you, and you can actually abandon your goal or abandon the assignment. Okay, so like I said, I know where I am, and I don't need any reminders, and neither do you. Chances are, most of the people who said something to you, or if they are, they're probably struggling with their weight, their health, confidence, and everything else. So the problem isn't that we don't know. The problem is staying consistent long enough for us to change it, and other people too. So that's why you really got to protect your progress. Every time you tell somebody what you're doing, you're giving people access to something that they were never assigned. And let me tell you about that. When somebody is not assigned to you, here's the deal. It doesn't even matter. God created you for a particular thing. That doesn't mean he set you up with a partner. Okay? I'm just telling you. It doesn't mean he set you up with a partner or he has somebody on the sideline to keep you straight. No, that's not how that goes. So I just want to make sure you knew that there isn't somebody else assigned to you. But you do give them access to your goals when you do it. You do give them access to your journey when you do it. You do give them access to those goals, journey, your focus. And now you're carrying your goal and their opinion, your vision and their commentary, your progress and their expectations. And that's too much weight, but it's not the assignment anyway. So some of y'all are just looking for approval when you should be looking for and at your progress. And you got to remember, when I talked about this, getting on the treadmill and you got company, I said this a couple of days ago. When you got company in your house and you need to walk, you don't need to announce anything. So keep your mouth shut and go get on the treadmill. Go do what you need to do. You're looking for approval. You're looking for approval. And you got people who are probably bigger than you, or let me just use this word, more unhealthier or more unhealthy than you, sitting at the table eating buns or whatever it is, or a bowl of ice cream. They want you to stay so you can stay just like them. Don't you get caught into that trap. Don't do it. What you gonna do? You don't need to say nothing. You don't need to stand up and say, hey y'all, I'm going to get on the treadmill. No. Go get on the treadmill. Just go do it. Because the moment you announce it, somebody's going to say something. Oh, you're going to do it. We're here. You can't miss one day. Oh, you're doing too much. And then that right there, that's going to set you off. And I promise you, that is going to bring your frequency down. And now, where are you? Back to square one. And that's what I'm talking about. We're not doing that. We're doing things different this time. We're doing things different, not because you don't know what to do, but because somebody else gave a vote in a decision that belonged to you. You better protect your progress. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, if you're eating differently, here's something. If you're meal prep, okay? If you're eating different, eat different. If you're walking, walk. If you're working on yourself, work on yourself. You don't need a committee meeting. It's who running this thing? You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You need consistency. Here's what I've learned. Every time we stop, it costs us. And it costs us big. Confidence, momentum, endurance, progress, and peace. Because you know what eats us up the most is the peace. Listen, the peace is the thing that normally keeps us calm and sane. But no, our peace is not interrupted because we're just all over the place. Everything else is chaotic. And then we find ourselves right back to square one, rebuilding something we already built. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've stopped. I've had to start over. I don't know how many times. I've watched myself lose progress before. I've watched myself do so good and get all shaped up, and all of a sudden. And if I'm being honest, sometimes I ended up looking worse than I did when I first started. Not because I didn't know what to do, but because I stopped doing it. It is whatever it is. If I've now got a workout routine, that's what I stopped doing. If it was eating healthier, that's what I stopped doing that. It had nothing to do with what I didn't know. It was because I kept stop doing what I was doing. And that's really why I'm so passionate in this message right now, because you got to protect your progress. You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your focus and stop giving everybody access to a journey that belongs to you. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You owe yourself consistency. And before I leave, let me remind you of something. You are more than a wife. You're more than a mother. You're more than an employee. You're more than a business owner. And you're more than what everybody else needs from you. You are a person. You have a responsibility to take care of yourself. Not next month, not next year, not when things slow down, right now. You've got to protect your peace, because the version of you you're trying to become deserves a chance to meet you. And you know what? They'll never get to meet you. You'll never get to meet that person because you keep stopping. So guys, protect your progress so that you can stop stopping. I love you guys. Keep coming back here for more. Make sure you hit that follow button, because guys, we are in this together. And if you are in this together with me, go ahead and type it in the chat. Protect my progress. I'll see you guys later. Good night.